welcome back to the channel. It's your girl ℎ𝕆𝕄𝕄𝕋 back again with another video. As you can see from where I'm at in the title, it's another episode of, is it this way? I always forget. Cooking with Eb. Anyway, so today we're going to be recreating a HelloFresh meal, the bourbon brown sugar pork chop. Shout out to Deborah again. She definitely chose this one to be the next one, which I told you guys in the last video. So this is the brown sugar bourbon pork chops with apple pan sauce, scallion, mashed potatoes, and roasted green beans. And I actually have everything for this recipe. Besides the seasoning, I tried to make these one time before, but it just wasn't scratching. Anyway, so I found this at Walmart. Kinder's brown sugar with wood fire garlic seasoning. And I also when I was gonna make the first time I did the video, I bought the ℸ𝕆𝕄𝕄𝕋 Smokehouse maple. I couldn't find the brown sugar bourbon ℸ𝕆𝕄𝕄𝕋 by McCormick, so I'm just gonna finesse these two and see what it's given, and we'll go from there. So right now it's still a little early in the day. I'm going to just go ahead and marinate the pork chops for a little bit, and then I'll start cooking later. So we'll just go ahead and get into it with the marination. So y'all know we're gonna get right into it. Washing our good old hands with the antibacterial soap. Here are the boneless pork chops. I got these from Walmart. I'm just gonna go ahead and get into the pack and go ahead and wash these bad boys off and get ready to marinate them for a little bit, you know, a little marination. How are y'all doing? This was pre-recorded, so I have a bigger cutting board now, y'all. I'm so pressed. Next video y'all will see that. So like I told you, I had just bought that seasoning, so I'm gonna go ahead and season this one side with both of those seasonings, and then flip them and season the other side, because you know we need flavor all the way around. How have y'all been? I just want to do a little chit chat. My head's hurting right now, but I am trying to push through and edit this video. I should have been edited, actually. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and press the seasoning into the meat and place it in a good old Ziploc bag. And I did let these marinate for a couple of hours. I want to say at least like 3 hours I let them marinate. But yeah, you could do it for, you know, 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, overnight. It's totally at your discretion. Do what you want, honey. Do what you want. So I just went ahead and took a mug and just beat the pork chops just a little bit to ensure that they are nice and tender. Because y'all know that meat that you be getting from HelloFresh. But if you don't know, I'm going to tell you, it be super tender and like really fresh. And Walmart meat, they do have good meats, cuts of meat. So I didn't have a problem with that once I did actually eat the pork chops. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut up my potatoes for my mashed potatoes. Y'all, I am so happy I got a new cut board, because baby, that thing right there is too small. I'm still going to keep it, of course, because you never know. Depending on what I'm cooking, I might, you know, need that extra space. So we definitely going to keep it for real. So off camera, I'm just putting those potatoes into the pot. I had a pot on with some salted water, and just let it start heating up. And I just placed those potatoes in that pot, and we're just gonna cut up the rest of them. I think did I cook for some? No, I think I had leftovers. Yeah, so I cooked this meal and I had enough for like a couple of days to eat for dinner. So now we're just gonna let those potatoes get to boiling, and we're gonna cut up our green onions. I don't know why people call them scallions too. So I'm gonna cut the green parts, and then I'm gonna cut the white parts and keep them separate, and just keep them over there to the side. I ended up running out of space on my cutting board, so I put them on a paper towel to the side, as you will see. And once I get down to almost where the root is at, I go ahead and just throw the rest of that away. So I'm just going to cut the apple on one half and then turn it around and cut it on the other half and then cut it on the sides. I think this was either a gala apple or a pink lady crisp apple, and I ate it right there. I took a bite of it because it was looking delicious. And it was actually very, very, very good. So I'm just going to cut up my apple as well because, of course, we are going to be cooking it. And, you know, eating fruit in a meal like this, I was never opposed to it, but it's just different because it's just like, wow, like I feel like that's something that you don't do, but you know, it is something that people do, and it's just fine. So I'm taking these green beans. Yes, they are frozen. Don't come for me. They are from Bird's Eye. You could really just take the whole pack and put them in the microwave, but since it's just me, I don't need to eat the whole bag. I mean, I could, and I could just, if I was meal prepping or going to eat it the next day, which I did, I could cook the whole bag, but I think this is enough to where I had it for enough for a second meal. So I'm just going to season those green beans with salt and pepper, and then put some olive oil on top, and then just toss them lightly. I'm going to put these in the oven. I believe I put them in the oven on 350 for about 15 minutes and let them roast while everything else was cooking. Checking on my potatoes to see if they are getting soft. And I believe they were. And I think I'm just going to let them cook for just a little bit longer. I put the oil in my saucepan right there. And then I put some butter. And don't judge me about the amount of butter I use, y'all. This is plant-based butter. So it's, I think this one was the olive oil plant butter. So yeah, don't be alarmed. I won't have clogged arteries, I promise. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay my pork chops down in the pan and let those get to start cooking. Let those start cooking. I told y'all I was tired. I was trying not to yawn, but I had to let it out. So yeah, we're going. Okay, come on. Next clip. All right. So now I still don't have a strainer, y'all. Don't judge me. So I'm going to go ahead and strain that water off of my potatoes and go ahead and mash those bad boys. Then we're going to go take it over to the stove, season them with some salt and pepper. And then, what am I doing? Mashing them some more. And then I think I'm going to add the water. Possibly, maybe. Yup. Adding a little water, and now we're going to start stirring them together to make them mashed potatoes. Well, they're already mashed because you mashed them with a masher, but you know, spin them around a little bit. Add me some butter in. I'm going to go throw the little pack away. I think I'm going to add another piece of butter. Am I going to add another piece of butter? Yep, I threw it in there. You see it. And then I added in some milk, and then we're just gonna stir this together. You can definitely, it depends on how you like them. If you want really, you know, smooth mashed potatoes, or you could keep them kind of chunky. It's definitely at your discretion how you want to do it. And that's just dead on it. And then we're gonna go to the next clip. Yeah, add a little bit more butter sour cream. That's what I added in, sour cream. So now, since my meat has finished cooking, I'm going to go ahead and remove it from the pan, put my milk up, and then just clean the pan out just a little bit. I still want some of the, like the scrapings from the pork chops in it, just to give the sauce a little flavor. I'm going to go ahead and add in some butter, and then add in my green onions to the mix and let those start not roasting, but sauteing a little bit. And I'm sitting here waiting with my hand on my hip. Honey, I look like somebody's mama. I'm weak. So I'm going to go ahead and add those in and let those start cooking. And then twist it around a little bit, you know, saute it up a little bit. Add the apples in. And let the apples and the green onions cook together. Go ahead and add some salt and pepper to it for taste. Did I add salt and pepper? Come on, where's salt and pepper at, girl? Oh, all right, we're reaching for it. Little pepper. With a salt, with a salt. Little salt. I am weak. Checking on my green beans. Make sure those bad boys ain't getting burnt up or nothing like that. Went ahead and turned the oven off because I think they was getting a little dark. That's neither here nor there. So we're gonna take some cooking stock, chicken stock, excuse me. And I got the unsalted because of course I use salt already in my food. So I was just like, no, let me get unsalted. And what you see me add in there was some sugar, and then that was water. And then we're just gonna let that come to a little simmer. And just let it kind of reduce down and get a little thick. Added a little bit more salt and possibly and a little bit more pepper for taste. And I'm gonna go ahead and just, swim that around. A little butter, because we gotta have a little butter. Let that go ahead and do its thing and let it kind of reduce down and get a little thick. Added my mashed potatoes. I did a nice little, I gotta get out the way the next time to do my little transitions. But yeah, and that's it, y'all. Let's eat. All right, y'all. As you seen, the final results. Let's dig in. Scallion mashed potatoes are always a go. With HelloFresh, I did learn how to make homemade mashed potatoes because I never made them before. Quite easy, I must say. Not that much brain work to it. Definitely, I feel like it's better. They taste better than like the instant mashed potatoes that you can get in a box. Those are good. Those are decent. Like, I ain't gonna hold them. I mean, I'm gonna brag on. I'm not gonna down them, but they're not like the best. So of course the pork chop with the seasoning, it doesn't taste the same as the one I had before, but it tastes comparable. It's good. All right, I know what I got to say. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Just wanna be your girl.